Hello and welcome to Central Lyon High School for tonight's Class 2A Region 2 quarterfinal game between the HMS Hartley Melvin Sanborn Hawks and your Central Lyon Lions. I'm Jeff Cruz. I'll be on the call here tonight, joined by our student producer Jason Heiser as we get set to host the first game for the Central Lyon girls, second game for HMS here in Rock Rapids. Set with a quarterfinal round tonight for all 1A and 2A girls teams as we get the postseason underway here in Rock Rapids. Let's start out by taking a look at some stats for the season. Hartley Melvin Sanborn comes in at 16-6 overall. They were 1-9 in the War Eagle Conference. Central Lyon 16-4. Overall, 14-2 in the Siouxland Conference. The Hawks are averaging 36.8 points per game. They shoot 29.1% from the field. They average 33.2 rebounds, 7.1 assists, and 8.3 steals. HMS also shoots 49.7% from the free throw line, and they average 26.8 turnovers per game. Central Lyon, on the other hand, is averaging 60.3 points per game. They shoot 42.8% from the field, average 31.9 rebounds, 12.1 assists, and 9.3 steals on the season. And the Lions are shooting 63.1% from the field, and they average 14.2 turnovers per game. Earlier today, I did have a chance to sit down and talk to Coach Grathing. We will have that interview here in just a second after a word from our sponsors.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Welcome back to the pregame show. We're being joined by Central Lyon girls head coach Heather Grathing. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, great to be here.
Coach, it's been a while since we've talked. We haven't had a home game in over 2 weeks. So let's talk a little bit about the last 3 games of the regular season, which were all on the road. Wins at Unity Christian and Okoboji and a loss to Rock Valley.
Yep.
What do you think about the how the end of the regular season went?
Yeah, for us it's been very different. Obviously, if people haven't been paying attention, the Sioux Center game, Danica Hudorn went down with a knee injury. Very grateful that we are able to get her back because originally the prognosis didn't look very good,
right.
that she would be returning. So the last couple of weeks, I look at it as opportunities, but I also look at it as a lot of growth because the kids had to step up. You wouldn't think it would make such a difference. Moving, thinking about like Ada Vanderzee, moving from a wing to a point guard. But it does. It changes everything as far as what you're used to, and it kind of throws her off from what she's used to, and then everybody else has got to fill those spots. So the last 2 weeks has been a little bit of a scramble, but extremely proud of the girls for the way that they stepped up. I think the Unity game was really big for us just to get that boost of confidence. And again, it's not that Danica is the entire team and everything, but it just changes so much when you it'd be like taking your quarterback out for your football team.
Right.
I think the girls did great at Unity Christian. The girls played extremely well. We went to Rock Valley that Friday night. And I was very proud of how they battled. Obviously, we didn't have Danica that night. We had a couple other kids that weren't feeling super great, and they just gutted it out. We battled with them. At the end, it got away just a little bit, but I think that's because our gas tanks were on E. Those kids left everything on the floor. And again, we grew from that. And then we turned around and went to Okoboji. And, it really is, I won't get into all the specifics, but the fact that Danica was able to even get on the floor a little bit at Okoboji, to me, it just still is just unreal, considering what, her injury and so on. To her credit, she has been just working overtime trying to get herself back. So Okoboji, we sprinkled her in a minute or two here or there just to get her on the floor and kind of get her moving again. But again, her teammates rallied around her, and I thought we did a good job. At times we were extremely impatient. Okoboji ran like a box one on Taylor with Danica not there. It changes how people play defense on us too. And we were super impatient. I think we averaged somewhere around 16 3-pointers or so attempts a game. We had like 20 or 21 attempts in the first half. Yeah. So
that's a big difference.
It's a big difference. But again, that's a situation we've never been in, and that's something that's going to help us down the road. And so I felt like after halftime we came out, we were a little bit more settled. We rather than just taking any shot, we were working for the shots we wanted. And you know what? Those 3-pointers we were taking too. I mean, I'm not saying they were bad shots; they just weren't falling for us.
Right.
And so we learned a lot from that. We came away with a win, which was great. Ended up second in the conference. One game off from Rock Valley, who ended up winning it. But the most important thing is these last 2 weeks, I've seen these kids grow, and very grateful that Danica's back 100% tonight. She's going to be on the floor for us. So.
Yeah, I had to think back that Okoboji game. We were actually here broadcasting wrestling, and so I had the game up on my phone, and I did not just anecdotally kind of did notice that we were taking quite a bit of threes.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching obviously as closely as I would be if we were
Right.
a home game, or if I was
busy.
I was a little busy. I was trying to broadcast, but when I did watch it, I did notice that a little bit more threes were being taken,
Which we got good 3-point shooters.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But even you think back to the Addie Closterboard days when, Dion Jansma days where we had, really just, as far as percentage, we were just outstanding 3-point. We still had the same rules when you take them. And, I felt like at Okoboji, we could get threes anytime we wanted. The way they were playing defense, anytime we wanted to come down, we could have gotten a 3. But what we wanted to get through the girls is let's work for a better shot if we can get it. And then if we can get those threes off of those rules that we have, then we're going to take them.
Right.
And so in the second half, we did a much better job of that. And we do. I love our 3-point shooters. We got great 3-point shooters. But you also want to be selective when you're taking those.
Right.
And I just felt like, again, what a great teachable moment, something that may very well, help us down the road, especially. But again, just getting everybody kind of, I feel like when Danica's back on the floor, and rightfully so, because the whole season we've been playing with her, when she's back on the floor, it just seems like everybody just calms. And so we're super grateful that tonight she's 100% clear, and she'll be back on the floor for us tonight.
Yeah, just everyone gets to go back to their normal roles.
Yes.
That it's one thing when you lose somebody, say in the middle of the year, and you get to play 10, 12 games
Right.
with new roles, and then all of a sudden
It's
you
tough.
lose them, and you get 3 tough games
In 1 week.
in 1 week basically, and you have to all learn brand new roles. It's not the easiest thing to do.
No, and
so
I'm not taking anything. Like, the girls did great. I mean, Ada
Right,
Vandersee can
right,
run a
right.
point. She's a very good ball handler. It's just like you said. It's like taking your wide receiver and all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
making them a line. It just
It
just
changes
changed
things
everything.
up, and it
Yeah.
takes a while to get used to the new role. And you've been in your mind, you're thinking, this is what I do, this is how I do
Right.
it, and all of a sudden you got to flip it. And not only you have to do that, but then you're playing teams that are really good,
Yeah,
especially
we
the Rock
had
Valley game. I mean, it's not like you're out there
two
playing
ranked teams and
teams that are
exactly.
at 4 wins on the year. I mean,
No,
it,
but
it gets tough for girls.
And if
or
anybody's
not
been
for anybody.
watching, anybody that was watching the Rock Valley game has got to be so proud of them. Obviously Rock Valley at the time was ranked number 1. And we know what they're going to do. They've got offensively, they can put up a lot of points. And we were rotating, I would say 6. But again, we had a couple girls that were not feeling super great, but they were out there anyway. Having that one extra person in the rotation
Oh yeah, it makes
would
a
be
big
huge.
difference.
And so we
Yeah.
just felt like the girls that were prepared the most were the ones that we had on the floor. But man, they gave us everything, and I was so proud of them. The entire, every quarter, they just seemed like they just found that extra little bit of energy. And the game, obviously, we came up a little bit short. But I can't say anything about their effort. I was just really, really proud of those girls.
And now tonight we move into the postseason.
Yep.
We welcome in Heartland Melvin Sanborn, a team that I looked this up. We haven't played in over 10 years.
Really?
The last time that we met Heartland Melvin Sanborn was like February. I just looked at this morning getting ready. It was like February 11th of 2016. So we are now over 10 full years, which is kind of odd because, back when we were
They
back
were
in
in
the
the
day
conference.
when we played,
Wasn't
they were in
that
the-
long ago.
They were, yeah. They were in the conference, and so we'd see them twice a year, every
Yep.
year, and now it's been a decade plus. So what
That's
will we see
crazy.
from the Hawks?
They are going to have some. They have some size. Their leading scorer is 6 foot post player on the inside. We went as a team on Saturday and watched the first game with them and Sibley over at Sibley. For us right now, this time of year, is where we really rely on our schedule.
Right.
Have we seen teams that have a strong post player before? Absolutely. I feel like we've seen kind of every single team there is to see through our regular season schedule. So tonight is going to be about us showing up, doing the things that we need to get done, playing Central Lyon basketball. HMS, anytime this time of year, it doesn't matter what your records are, you have to show up and you've got to play the game. And so that's what we really preach to the girls is be focused, come ready, and just be prepared.
Well, Coach, we want to wish you the best of luck tonight, and hopefully the girls can put a good game together and get the win and keep moving on.
Yep.
As that's
that's the goal.
It's the goal every night now from here on is you
Yep.
just got to keep. Doesn't matter. There is no such thing as a bad win
No,
in the postseason.
it's
A win
just
is a
survive.
win, and you just keep moving on.
That's the goal. So, yeah, I know the girls are ready. Was it the timing bad as far as, Danica's injury? We can't help that. But,
Right.
At the end of the year, you kind of want to be clicking where we were kind of scrambling. But just doing, since Dan's been back even in practice and we were able to have a scrimmage last week, the girls kind of picked up right where they left off. So we're just excited to get them all on the floor again tonight and hopefully we can just go out and have some fun.
All right, Coach. Well, I want to thank you again for taking some time out of your day to join us, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Super Defaults, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we are going to get ready for the opening ceremonies. Again, looking at the series history between these two teams, only twice since 2009 have they met, and each team has won one game in the last however many years that is, from 2009 till now. Taking a look at the Siouxland Conference final standings, you see Central Lyon finishing in second place with that 14-2 record. Coach Grafing said that in our interview. HMS did finish in 11th place in the War Eagle with a 1-9 record. Let's go to our starting lineups now. And first for the visiting HMS Hawks. Their starting lineup looks like this. A senior, number 4, Lindsay Van Ness. A sophomore, number 11, Keely Ebel. A junior, number 15, Cami Wilson. A senior, number 21, Mariah Otto. And a senior, number 33, Hannah Tessum. And the starting lineup for your Central Lyon Lions, they'll go like this. A senior, number 4, Cheyenne Struckman. A sophomore, number 10, Ada Vanderzee. A senior, number 14, Danica Hugedorn. A sophomore, number 32, Taylor Reipkema. And a junior, number 52, Eliana Hofertz. HMS is coached by Ashley Tessum. Lions coached by Heather Grafing. Taking a look at the rankings, state rankings, Central Lyon is the 3rd ranked team in Class 2A. Other schools in the Siouxland that are ranked, Rock Valley is 2 in Class 2A. West Lyon is 9 in Class 2A. We're going to take a short break now for the national anthem and be back. Tip-off.
Students in high school sports learn to live active lifestyles, the value of hard work, teamwork, and juggling the demands of academic and sports schedules teaches time management skills, all necessary for success beyond high school. Practices, games, and tournaments are all lessons in perseverance, and through it all, growth of friendships that will last a lifetime. DeNoble Austin & Company PC, a proud sponsor of Central Lyon Sports.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. As I was saying, as before we stepped away from the national anthem, Central Lyon ranked number 3 in Class 2A. Rock Valley ranked 2nd. West Lyon ranked 9th. Sioux Center is also ranked in 4A. They are ranked 10th, and MOC comes in at 13th in Class 4A. So the top 5 teams in the Siouxland Conference all ranked by the state of Iowa. The Girls High School Athletic Union, as they put out their rankings each Wednesday. I do believe these are the final rankings. And that will be the seeds of each of those teams if they make the state tournament. Hofert and Otto do the tip, and we're going to reset. No, we're not. Central Lyon basketball. The Lions will start with a basketball. Hugedorn out there over to Struckman. HMS in a 2-3 zone. They swing it to Hugedorn. She's going to go baseline up. No good. Struckman with the rebound. Almost thrown away. HMS extending the 2-3 zone a little bit with the Lions out on the top of the perimeter. Quick rotation there. Hugedorn over to Struckman. Struckman up and in. And Cheyenne Struckman will get the first 2 points of the game. Lions up 2-0. Lions in a full court press here. Just a man-to-man full court press. Nice backdoor cut there by Van Ness, and a good grab as that one almost went out of bounds. Picks up her dribble, though, gets it over to Otto. Otto does lead the team in points and rebounds as she averages a double-double. That's Van Ness back over to Otto. 10-footer, no good. And the Vanderzee down with it for the Lions. She's going to push ahead to Struckman. Bobbles it for a second. Struckman in the middle lane and gets that one to come over the front of the rim. Lions getting out and running right away. Type of basketball they love to play. Wilson will get it started here for HMS. That's Ebel, stolen away by Vanderzee. Ada Vanderzee, quick layup. Lions back into their press. Ebel will bring it up now. Hagedorn looks to cut her off and force the Hawks to only use half a court. That's Van Ness now, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Vanderzee. So the Hawks inbound right in front of the Lions bench. They get it in to Ebel, cut off there. And stolen away by Hagedorn. Hagedorn up. Vanderzee a little late there on the pass. Rebound down to Mariah Otto. As I said earlier, Otto averages a double-double. 14.6 points per game, 10.9 rebounds. Does the 6-foot senior. Wide open three-pointer attempt. Keely Ebel, no good. Hofert down at the rebound for Central Lyon. Lions are going to push again. Up ahead to Struckman. Struckman tried to get it to Ripkema, but tipped out of bounds by HMS. Bounce pass there, might have gotten it through the traffic. Either way, Lions maintain possession. They'll inbound underneath their own baskets. Lions get it in to Vanderzee. She gets it down to, that was right. Come on now, dribble drive by Hagedorn, up and in. Danica Hagedorn back, started in the starting lineup for the first time in 2 weeks. Gets her first 2 points of the ball game. Stolen away by Hagedorn, and Hagedorn up and in with a left-handed layup. Hagedorn averages 15.8 points to lead the Lions, and there's a steal by Vanderzee. Struckman up and in. Quick timeout by Coach Tessum. Lions out to a 12-0 lead. Back with more basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Hey, buddy. That's okay. Keep practicing.
Yeah, something small.
Good job.
Good night, buddy.
We get kids, and we care for yours like they're our own.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
And we're back here at Central Lyon. The Lions off to a quick 12-0 lead in the first 3 minutes of this one. HMS with the first time out of the game. They will inbound underneath the Lion basket after the layup. And the Lions with another steal. Ripkema up this time, 16-0 now. Lincecum into the game. Henry Lincecum checking in at the last break. Push ahead, layup finally gets in there for Laura Vargas, a sophomore who checked in for HMS as she gets the first 2 points. Sorry to step away for a second and fix something on our video board. Ada Vanderzee, three-point attempt. No good. Rebound out to Struckman, but she dribbles it on the end line, and it's going to be HMS basketball. Jessa Vanderweerd, Ellie Hofer back in for the Lions. Lexley Schmillen in for the first time for HMS, and Mariah Otto back in for the Hawks as well. And that one's thrown away. Central Lyon will have the ball. And stolen away by Otto. And Vanderzee hustles down the court and tips it away to save the runaway layup there. Good hustle by the sophomore, who is third on the team in points as Vanderzee, 8.2 points per game. Shot good by number 4. That is Lindsay Van Ness. Dump down in the post. Hofert, left-handed dribble, goes up with her left hand and knocks it in for her first 2 points. Van Ness is going to break the press, push ahead. They get it to Otto underneath, cut off by the Lions. The 6-footer loses her footing there. Hoogadorn down with the rebound, and she's going to look to press the pace again. Over to Lincecum. Almost stolen away there. Hofert gets a post touch. Back to Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd, three-pointer, no good. Hofert with the rebound. Kicks it out. Hoogadorn. Hoogadorn, three, no good. And Otto down with the rebound for HMS. Van Ness has it. Almost stolen, but we're going to get a jump ball on the diving attempt there by Vanderzee. Reipkema and Struckman back into the game for the Lions. Ebel and Tessum back into the game for HMS. That's Ebel with it. We get it in now. Tessum. Back out to Schmillen, and Schmillen. And we have a moving screen set by Tessum. So the first foul of the game goes against HMS. Vanderweerd over to Struckman. Struckman, nobody on the baseline. Reverse layup, no good. But Taylor Reikema there and gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. You see here on the replay. Reverse layup, no good, but Reikema right there. She puts the rebound up and in for her 4th point of the ball game, and she's going to head to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. Taylor Reipkema, second on the team in points, 15.2 points per game. Also third in rebounds at 6.5. That one no good. Rebound comes down to number 12. That's Vargas for HMS. And Vargas travels. Otto back into the game for the Hawks, as Vargas will get a break. Remind you, watching at home, leave us a message in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, those sorts of things. Struckman into Hofert. Hofert has it blocked from behind by Otto. Struckman gathers it and gets it out to Lincecum. Now Vanderweerd with it. Back to Lincecum. Cross court to Vanderweerd. She bobbles the pass. 8 seconds on the shot clock. The Lions got to go. They get to Hofert. She's going to go left hand up and in. Good use of the dribble there by Ellie Hofert as she gets her second basket of the game. 4 points, 2 rebounds unofficially, as our statistician up here, Mrs. Sarah DeVries, has for Ellie. Dribble drive there by Ebel. Gets it over to Van Ness. Van Ness throws it up. It hits the, I guess, the strap, I guess you want to call it. It's the, it's what wenches the hoop up, which is out of bounds. Danica Hugedorn checking back in there at the horn for the Lions. She brings it up. Lions with that 22-4 lead. Hugedorn tries the backdoor cut, tipped away by HMS. That was a backdoor cut from the backside there. Number 12, Laura Vargas checking back in. Lions instantly get to Hofert down low. Hofert tries to muscle it up but misses, and then she commits the foul on the rebound by Vargas. Good aggressive move. Just a little over anxious there on the rebound attempt was Hofert. Ebel will bring it up against Hugedorn. Lions run and jump there. They get over to Vargas. Cause the turnover. Hugedorn with the steal. And Hugedorn with the flyby on the shot fake. Might be the first time I've seen a shot fake all year from Central Lyon girls. I'm just kidding. That was smart, though, heady play as Hugedorn's giving up a few inches to Otto, and Otto was coming with a head of steam to get that block. Lions get to force another turnover, which unofficially we have as the 6th turnover of the game by HMS. Lions with the ball, they can hold for last shot. That's what they're going to do here. Backdoor cut, HMS was ready. Otto sinking off it. You can't just throw it. Taylor's got to face and turn the basket to see that as her defender just sank way off. There's no way we are going to get that backdoor cut in there. Foul called on Ada Vanderzee, second on the team this quarter. Hugedorn with the steal. She throws it up. She didn't realize how much time she had. She misses, gets her own rebound, but it's not in time now in the second attempt. But that's all right. The Lions lead by 20 after the first quarter. Back with more basketball here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade, and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level, and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids for the start of the second quarter. Take an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Genoa Boston Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. Lions with a 20-point lead will start with the ball. Hugedorn cut off in the short corner. Struckman cutting to the back block. She misses a shot. Rebound down to Otto. Van Ness with it. Over to Otto. Otto on the dribble drive. Up and in. Mariah Otto with her first 2 points of the game. Up ahead to Struckman now. Back to Hugedorn. HMS playing this 2-3 zone, but they really extend it. Lions get it in quickly to Reipkema in. Reipkema gets it up and in. Taylor Reipkema, 6 points now. Lions trap right at the half-court line and force a jump ball. Van Ness picked it up right where the Lions wanted her to. Van Ness on the drive, or sorry, that was not Van Ness on the drive. Kick to Van Ness, no good, gets her own rebound. And misses that shot, but knocked out of bounds off of Hofert, and HMS will have the ball underneath their own baskets. Wilson will trigger, gets it into Ebel. Back to Wilson, or sorry, that's Tessum. Tessum, turnaround shot, good from the free throw line. Hannah Tessum, 5'8" senior, her first 2 points of the game. Third on the team in rebounds at 4.3 rebounds per game. Jump ball going to be called there. Lions will have the possession on the possession arrow. Watching from Mount Vernon. Say hello there. Lions elevator screen for Vanderzee, no go there. Back over to Struckman, three-pointer good. Ebel will bring it up. Hugedorn going to steal it away. Danica Hugedorn, 3-on-1 break. Vanderzee a little far underneath the basket. Over to Struckman, Annie over here. Taylor Redkema, three-point attempt. Good. The Lions can't make from 3 feet, but they make from 19.8 or whatever it is in high school three-point line. Linscomb back in for Central Lyon. Otto and Ebel will get a break as Vargas and Schmillen will come back in for the Hawks. The Lions going to fall back into some half-court defense now. Van Ness, baseline, dribbles it out of bounds. Lions find Hugedorn wide open in the corner. Three-pointer, Danica Hugedorn, good. 11 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists so far for the senior in her first start since sometime in January. Van Ness goes baseline, and she's fouled. So Lindsay Van Ness leads the team in assists at 1.6 assists per game, leads the team in steals at 2 steals per game, second in points at 8.4 points per game, and second in rebounds at 4.4 rebounds per game. Knocks down the first free throw. Vanderweerd back into the game for Vanderzee for the Lions. Winner of tonight's contest will move on to the regional semifinals where they will face the winner of Pocahontas and Belmont Clemmy. That game is on Friday. The Lions win, it will be here in Rock Rapids. Fast push ahead. Struckman, acrobatic shot along the baseline is up and in. Lions firing on all cylinders so far here tonight. Van Ness has it. Finds Schmillen down low, no good. Hugedorn's going to come out of it with the rebound. Looking to go fast down the court. Kicks to Vanderweerd there at the top of the key. No one's going to guard her, so she takes a three, and that's good. Lions now unofficially 4 of 7 from behind the three-point line. Wilson over to Tessum. Now Van Ness with it, looking for a screen. They're going to go pick and roll. Lions defend it nicely. Schmillen, middle of the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound, ping-pongs out. And we're going to have a foul called on the rebound, I believe, on Danica Hugedorn. Danica's first foul, I believe. Second on the team here as Otto and Ebel come back into the game for the Hawks. Vanderzee back in for the Lions. They get it into Otto, gets it up, no good. Hofert with the rebound. Hugedorn takes it all the way in. They kick it out to Vanda Weird. Vanda Weird, right-handed layup, no good. Otto down with the rebound, and another foul going to be called on Central Lyon. And we got a full timeout called by the Hawks. We'll take it with them. Back with more second quarter action here on the CL Broadcast Network.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time.
But the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. Remind everyone, upcoming events on the CL Broadcast Network. If the Lions win tonight and hold on to this lead, they will play again on Friday here in Rock Rapids. We will have that game. It's a 7 o'clock start time. Then Monday, February 23rd, we have 7th and 8th grade girls basketball versus Sioux Center at 4:15. And Tuesday, February 24th, we have 7th and 8th grade girls basketball again, this time versus Rock Valley, again at 4:15 on the Central Line Broadcast Network. Push foul here called on Vanderzee. Her second, team's fourth. So HMS will be shooting double bonus for the rest of the quarter. They have yet to commit a foul this quarter, have the Hawks. They get it into Otto. Right-handed dribble, up, shot no good. Holfert down with the rebound for Central Line. Push ahead to Hagedorn. Hagedorn, that one goes off the hip of Lincecum. Stolen away by Struckman. Struckman, up, no good, but she's going to the free throw line. See here on the replay, Struckman misses it, but she goes to the free throw line. Cheyenne Struckman, 5'7" senior, already with 11 points on the evening. Both seniors on this team, or two of the three seniors on this team, Struckman and Hagedorn, both with 11 points. Now Struckman with 12 after that made free throw. And Struckman, who shoots 63% from the line, makes them both. She now has 13, and it's a 42-9 lead for the Lions. Otto out top, being guarded by Hagedorn. That's Schmelin down to Vargas, stolen away there by Hofert. Hagedorn stops, gets it over to Vanderweerd. Now Lincecum with it. Now back to Hagedorn. Lincecum short corner. They swing it all the way around to Hagedorn at the top of the key again. Vanderweerd, wide open three-point attempt. Good. Lions are hot from the field. 5 of 8 from downtown here. Dump down, stolen away by Hofert. Hagedorn into the middle lane and up and in. Van Ness picks up her dribble, now gets it over to Otto. Otto is going to double dribble as she gets it trapped on her leg. Wilson, Tessum back into the game for the Hawks and into the game for the first time for HMS is a 5'8" sophomore, Kennedy Van Loon. Lincecum tries to thread the needle there. That was a tight window to get that pass in. Stolen away by HMS. Wilson picks up her dribble, gets it over to Tessum. Oh, Otto wants it. Tough shot there. And Ripkema will pick it up. That one knocked out of bounds off of HMS. And I think that is Vargas checking back in. Yes, number 12. Laura Vargas will check in. Cross court to Lincecum, over to Vanderzee. Now Vander Weird. Back out to Danica Hugedorn. Shot fake. Takes a 10-footer, up and in. Danica now with 15 points. Sorry, 15 points for Hugedorn. She is leading all scorers now. Tessum with it. Dumps it down to Vargas, and Vargas is fouled. So Laura Vargas, a 5'7" sophomore guard, will head to the free throw line. Statistically, the best free throw shooter on the team for HMS. 66% for the season. First one up, no good. Hofert going to be back in for the Lions. As Vander Weird, who just committed her second foul, will get a break. Stay tuned during our halftime show as we have one of our senior interviews down to our last few. Our Lions Den interviews as Vargas makes the second free throw. As well as some first half highlights put together from our student producer up here, Mr. Jason Heiser. We'll have those during our halftime. Hofert down low, nice baseline drop step by the junior. Hofert now 6 points to go with 4 rebounds. She does lead the team in 7.5 rebounds per game this year. Tessum with it. Over to Wilson. That's Ebel now. Over to Vargas. Vargas misses the layup. Vanderzee down with it. Lions going to push, and up with the left-handed layup is Danica Hugedorn. Oh, and Vargas is going to commit the over and back. She got 3 points across. You have to have 2 feet and the basketball, and then she kind of stopped right at the line, and then when she tried to get going again, she put that left foot back and touched the half-court line, and that is over and back. So an unforced turnover there, and the Lions can get the last shot. And we force the same thing and get the same results. Steal by HMS. Half-court shot by Ebel. At the buzzer is no good. And the Lions outscore the Hawks 27-6 that quarter to take a 53-10 lead into the locker room for halftime. As I said, make sure that you stay tuned during halftime as we have Lions Den, our senior interview, along with our halftime highlights. We're back with second half action here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Hey, buddy.
Nope, that's okay. Keep practicing.
Yeah, something small.
Good job.
Good night, buddy.
We get kids, and we care for yours like they're our own.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today I'm joined by Keegan Krieger. Keegan, thank you for joining me. Let's start in the classroom. What does your class schedule look like this semester?
My classes for this semester, I have band, mechanical construction, residential wiring, college composition, American government, strength and conditioning, and I have CAPS, business, 7th and 8th period.
Now you're a senior here at Central Lyon, so tell us about some of the activities you're involved in.
This year I was involved in football and pep band.
Nice. What other things do you like to do outside of school?
I mostly just work at Sunshine or County Seat.
Gotcha. And what have you enjoyed most about Central Lyon so far?
I would say probably just the people that go to school here. Everybody knows each other.
What are some of your favorite memories from the past 3 years of school?
I think my favorite memory is probably going to the Dome my sophomore year, getting to be on the field and everything for football.
For sure. What are you looking forward to during the rest of your senior year?
Probably just having more freedom than when I did before, open campus and stuff.
Definitely. What are your plans for next year?
I've been thinking about going to Southeast Tech for land surveying, but I'm not quite sure yet.
And what words of advice would you have for our current freshmen?
I would say do everything that you can and don't just not go out for things because your friends aren't in them.
Well, thank you, Keegan, for joining us today. And now back to the booth at the word from our sponsors.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
Hey, buddy.
Nope, that's okay. Keep practicing.
Yep. Something small.
Good job.
Good night, buddy.
We get kids, and we care for yours like they're our own.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. I want to thank my audio-video production class for getting the senior Lions Den done for tonight, and also each and every broadcast that we do. And thank our student producer, Jason Heiser, for getting the highlights put together for you to watch there at halftime. Some unofficial halftime stats. Hartley Melvin Sanborn, 4 of 19 from the field for 21%, 0 of 3 from three-point, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. We have them for 11 rebounds, 11 turnovers, and 3 steals. They are being led in scoring by Van Ness with 3 points, and Otto leads in rebounding. Central Lyon stats, 23 of 39 for 59% from the field, 5 of 8 for 63% from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from free throws. We had them for 13 rebounds, 4 turnovers, and 9 steals. Danica Hugedorn leads with 17 points. Ellie Holford leads with 4 rebounds. And those are your halftime stats put together by Sarah DeVries. And the first shot is good for Van Ness, and it's a 3. She doubles her point total for the game. Lions push ahead. Holford loses it. Back over to Vanderzee. Now Struckman with it. Vanderzee. Now we are going to be in running clock with the Lions up by more than 35. Nice high-low. Holford to Ripkema. And the Lions with 2 more points. Ebel goes baseline. Back out to Van Ness. Now Otto with it. She dribbles left, takes a shot, up no good. Rebound comes down to Ripkema. And Hugedorn now with it. Somehow Ellie Holford gets that one, and Holford up with a basket. 8 points, 4 rebounds, and then 1 assist for Ellie Holford so far tonight, having a good game. Stolen away, Struckman, and Cheyenne Struckman. Now with 15 points. 3-point attempt, Van Ness, no good. Rebound down to Struckman. Over to Hugedorn. Danica into the middle lane, and she's going to travel. Lost her balance there, a little too deep in the lane. Halftime score update in the other portion of this top half of Region 2. Pocahontas area leads Belmont Clemmy 36-22 at the half. Lions going to push ahead to Hugedorn. Hugedorn up and in. And Hugedorn now with 19 points along with 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Senior guard for the Lions, who leads the team in points, assists, and steals, and second on the team in rebounds. Wilson's 3 attempt, no good. Ripkema with the rebound. She'll start a fast break. Over to Struckman. Struckman left-hand layup good. And that one's going to be stolen away by Vanderzee. And stolen back by Van Ness. And now stolen by Struckman. And Hugedorn's layup no good, but she'll head to the free throw line on the foul. So Danica Hugedorn, as I said earlier, she leads the team in points with 15.8 points per game, leads the team with 5.1 assists per game, and leads the team with 2.9 steals. We have her for 6 assists, 5 steals so far, 20 points, and 3 rebounds. So she's over her season average in almost every category so far. And it might be the last we see of her. She checks out of the game, and Jessa Vanderweer checks back in. Again, she hasn't played a full game in over 2 weeks. She did play last week, Tuesday, sparingly, after she hurt that knee against Sioux Center. Well, that was back in January. I think it was a full, actually, it might have been 3 weeks ago that she hurt that knee. You see her playing with that brace on her leg as Van Ness is fouled by by Ripkema. Ripkema's first on the Lions here. And Van Ness's free throw up and in. Lindsay Van Ness. So Van Ness makes them both. She now has 8 points. Vanderweer's 3, no good. And it will be HMS basketball. Again, we will be back on the air on Friday, as that's going to be an over and back call. Back in the air on Friday, we have the girls. The next game for Central Lyon will be the regional semifinals. 7 o'clock start time again here in Rock Rapids. The regional final, which is a week from tomorrow, we do not know where that game will be if the Lions can make it that far. They don't tell you until after the matchup is set. Usually what will happen is the state of Iowa will tell us if it's Central Lyon and Pocahontas playing, they'll say, okay, if Central Lyon wins and they're going to play Westwood, who's the 2 seed in this region, then you're going to play at this location. If Pocahontas wins and they're going to play Westwood, then the regional final will be at this location. So they usually have some different locations to play the game, and they'll let the ADs know ahead of time. They just won't release it to the public until after that regional semifinals games are done. Ada Vanderzee with a 3-point attempt. Kind of quiet tonight, is the 3rd leading scorer on the team. That's just her 5th point of the evening. She averages 8.2 per contest. That one's going to be stolen away. No, going to be a jump ball, but Central Lyon has the possession arrow. Again, we can't thank our sponsors enough. Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Foltz Insurance and Real Estate. Checking in for the first time tonight, Paisley Vogel, a freshman for the Lions. Ellie Hofert back in, as we're under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Otto open down low, misses the layup. Hofert down at the rebound. Vanderzee going to lead the fast break. Tipped away by Van Ness. The Lions gather it, and now Vanderzee can bring it back out front. Over to Vogel. Now Hofert. Now Vanderzee. Struckman gets it in. Hofert, and Hofert's now in double figures with 10 points. And Otto gets it in over Vogel. Otto's got a 4-inch height advantage on Paisley Vogel. She gets her 4th point of the game. Vanderweerd shot no good. Rebound down to Ellie Hofert. And Lions get a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Three-point attempt no good. Rebound down to Hofert again. Struckman gathers it and then dribbles it off her own knee, and Wilson will come away with a steal for HMS. Tessum catching fires, no good. Hofert with another rebound. Hofert racking up the rebound stats here. Kennedy Van Loon going to check back in for HMS. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Lions now lead 70-17. We'll be back with the final quarter of the evening here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered. Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the fourth quarter. Lions with that 70-17 lead. HMS will start with the basketball. Remind everyone, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or start live broadcasts. And be sure to follow Central Lyon on Facebook and X to keep up on all the latest news. Lexi Davis, Ellie Docker, Paisley Vogel, Anna Myberg, and Brooklyn Bosch going to go for the Lions here to start this fourth quarter as the Lions clear their bench and their starters are done for the evening. Davis into the middle of the lane. Sorry, that's Paisley Vogel. Otto's going to come out with it. And Otto with the layup. Vogel will take a three. No good. Rebound down to Tessum. Otto gets it again, and that one up and in. Push ahead, Myberg. No good. Rebound to Bosch, and Bosch will go to the free throw line. See the missed three-point there, but Brooklyn Bosch waiting for it, and she is fouled by Cammie Wilson, I believe is who they called that foul on, her first. Brooklyn Bosch will head to the free throw line. First one up and no good. Bosch, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. Vargas and Van S are back into the game for HMS. And Bosch misses that one. Rebound is going to go off of HMS. So the Lions will inbound underneath their own basket. They get it to Bosch, over to Davis, down screen for Vogel. She goes in the middle of the lane. Vogel misses, gets her own layup, puts it back up and in. Paisley Vogel with her first varsity points of her career for the freshman. She's just got a varsity jersey here a couple weeks ago and has not played very much. And that one stolen away momentarily, and eventually we're going to get a jump ball called, and Central Lyon will have the possession arrow. Lexi Schmillen, a 5'8" sophomore guard, going to check in for the Hawks. Again, the Lions will play on Friday in the regional semifinals against the winner of Belmont, Clemmy, and Pocahontas. Docker shot no good. And a foul going to be called. Ellie Docker looking for her first career points in a varsity game as well. She just got a varsity uniform. As Coach Heather Grafing usually extends her roster once the postseason starts. Number one, you need more girls for practice. And then it also just gives some of your underclassmen a good opportunity in games like this to get some playing time. Tessum with a shot, no good. That one's going to go out of bounds off of Central Lyon. Otto back into the game for HMS. Pocahontas looking like they are pulling ahead as that game is also being live streamed. Just checking that a little bit here. They are now up 45-26 in the third quarter over in Pocahontas. That shot up and good for HMS. Docker on the layup and just misses. As Otto down with the rebound. Over to Vargas. Vargas up with the layup. So it looks like Pocahontas is going to be coming up here to Rock Rapids on Friday for the regional semifinal. Again, we will have that game here on the CL Broadcast Network as Vogel misses that that three-pointer. Out of bounds off Central Lyon. Tessum going to check back in for the Hawks. Evelyn Steffen, a senior, checking in for HMS there at the last break as well. Seeing her first action of the evening. Tessum going to put up a shot. No good. Down to Anna Myberg. Vogel gets it up to Bosch. Brooklyn Bosch misses, gets her own layup. Up and in. And Brooklyn Bosch, her first 2 points of the evening. So we're under 3 minutes to go here. Tessum with it again. And Tessum will commit the foul after the ball was stolen away. Van Loon will check in for Steffen. Docker kicks to Vogel. Vogel misses. Rebound down to Bosch. Now Myberg with it. And a push going to be called on Lexi Davis. Schmelin with it. Over to Wilson. Now they get into Otto, and Otto is fouled. 5 in, 5 out for HMS. Steffen back in, Vargas back in, Ebel in, and for the first time, Ellie Powell is a 5'10 sophomore into the game. Shot no good. Rebound down to Docker for the Lions. Ellie, having broken her nose earlier this season, wearing that face guard there for her nose. Vogel puts up another three, no good. Bosch with another rebound. And Steffen is going to be called for the push. Van Loon back into the game now for HMS as the Lions get into Myberg. Myberg, three-point attempt, no good. Bosch, Johnny on the spot there as the ball falls into her hands. She puts it up and in, and Brooklyn Bosch now 4 points, 5 rebounds in limited action here for the sophomore. Pals now, three-point attempt by Van Loon, no good. Paisley Vogel with the rebound. Coach Grafing telling Paisley to just pull it back out and wait. Ellie's Docker is going to have it. Lions are just going to hold on to the basketball here and let the time run out. They will improve to 17-4 overall. HMS's season will end with a 6-17 record. Again, Central Lyon will move on to face the winner of Pocahontas and Belmont Clemmy on Friday in the regional semifinals. Looking like it's probably going to be Pocahontas will make the trip up here. And we will be back here with some post-game thoughts after these words from our sponsors.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered. Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids with post-game stats here. Hartley Melvin Sanborn shot 10 of 35 for 29% from the field, just 1 of 6 from three-point for 17%. They are 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%. We had them for 20 rebounds, 17 turnovers, and 6 steals. They were led by their senior leader, Mariah Otto, had 10 points and 5 rebounds, and they had 5 points from their bench. Lions, on the other hand, 33 of 64 from the field for 52%. They were 6 of 18 from 3 for 33%, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line for 57%. We had them for 29 rebounds, 10 turnovers, and 15 steals. Danica Hugedorn led the way with 21 points in her first action in about 3 weeks. Ellie Hofert led the way with 8 rebounds, and Central Lyon had 12 points off their bench. As I said, the Lions are going to improve to 17-4. And they will advance to the regional semifinals, which will be Friday, December 20th at 7 p.m. Probably going to see Pocahontas making the trip up here to Rock Rapids on Friday for that semifinal game. We will have that game here on the CL Broadcast Network. I'll get the paperwork done tomorrow to get approved. And so we can bring you that one here on Broadcast Network as well. Once again, I want to thank our workers up here. We had Jessica Cruz running the video board for the people in the gym, Sarah DeVries feeding stats to me and also to the video board, and of course our student producer, Jason Heiser, for running the broadcast for everyone. Also, I want to make sure that we thank our sponsors one last time. We cannot thank them enough as they enable us to bring you all these broadcasts and all the different views that we can give you. Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Deneau Boston Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Defaults Insurance and Real Estates. I want to thank those sponsors, those businesses. If you go in there, make sure that you tell them thank you as well, and that if you enjoy these broadcasts, let them know. Once again, I want to thank everyone for helping me out here tonight, and thank you all for tuning in. And we'll see you back on the air on Friday, but until then, we'll see you next time.